밤비가 내려와. Can't wait, no time is a game, so I just put it all my way. I'm zombie but awake. 밤비가 내려와.
Crazies, you're in the lab. Lee here in the seat, man. Y'all saw that title too as well. We're talking about the codes of the Matrix codes itself. I know you've been hearing about all this stuff going on the 27th. There's going to be a gateway portal for basically a few people to break out the Matrix, to break out the code. With that too, we're also going to be talking about these codes of the Matrix that we can heal yourself to as well. I want people to understand that, I am a psychedelic shaman on my side. Some codes do mean something to me and mean a lot to me, and some codes I don't understand. But I do understand the concept of, since this being the Matrix, of codes be able to heal and to be able to manifest and bring things out into this reality we live in. Now, also with that said, if you don't know what the Matrix is, I'm not the best one to tell you. Listen.
The Matrix is everywhere. It is all around us. Even now, in this very room. You can see it when you look out your window or when you turn on your television. You can feel it when you go to work, when you go to church, when you pay your taxes. It is the world that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth. What truth? That you are a slave, Neo.
But you already knew that. It's everything all around us all day long is what makes our reality real. In some of this Matrix, the Matrix we live in now is the Matrix of hell that we have to live in through till we can hit a higher level of the Matrix of a different kind of hell. But in some sense, it also says that we have simulated this kind of Matrix of hell so we can understand the feelings and concepts of reality itself. It goes deeper and deeper than that, but you know what the Matrix is. Now, thinking as the Matrix as a combination code, as some kind of code system in a computer system, with ones and zeros, all the numbers in the world, letters too as well, you are able to tap into these types of things and be able to heal yourself, manifest self, bring abundance, love, solace, trivis. Those are called the generic codes. I throw them up here, right here, there for you. There's several codes that you could actually say to yourself within meditative states to actually bring it on. Some codes take longer that way in a meditative state. There's also a healing code too as well. Is it 55515? If you open up your third eye, put that center on like your headache or that spot of your body that's hurting, and you repeat that number to yourself a few times, focusing on that pinpoint of that pain, it will go away. You will program it to go away. We can program. Our computers are programs. As well as you can program abundance of love, wealth, and money too. Abundance of love, 888-412 1289018. There's also abundance of manifestation of money too as well, and wealth. But there's so many different codes to do this. Healing codes, blessing codes, love codes, wealth codes, health codes. It is amazing. And if you feel like that's crazy, as I was looking up this type of stuff, I remember a couple years back ago, it had to be a few years back ago, when we had this whole the Galactic Alliance kind of send us messages. I don't know if you see it, maybe some people do see it, but I remember having to write these codes in the book and sign my name, and I'll show you the book, so I'm not playing with you, but I had to literally put it in my book and sign names and do stuff like that, and I'll throw that on the screen there for you too. And it didn't make sense to me then. It makes sense to me now, but these codes are parts of kind of like numbers and longitudes and latitudes, and opening up doorways, closing other doorways, and it shows you that the system we live in is a coded system, is a numeric system of everything that you think the higher beings do it. But these codes are crazy. They're mind-blowing. But on top of that, if you've been living in Iraq and you don't know the code that's been saying around for a moment now, the 0010110, the code to break out the Matrix, has only been around for almost a year. It came out from an artist, actually, Takata, right there in front of us, she was on a trip overseas, had some ayahuasca, came back, and this is the code that she got. And so she made a music video, an album, songs about how to break out the matrix. This is where this code fully comes from. You can look it up, it goes a little bit further than back, but this is actually where the code truly comes from the song, and everything else is kind of what you can see in the background. But this is the code to break out the matrix. You know, you've been seeing these things on TikTok or Instagram like this.
You can prepare for the man in the red coat standing outside your window on August 27th simply by writing code 0010110 on paper in a blue pen and then publishing that code written in your handwriting to the internet, so that the algorithm gods will recognize you, and that will distinguish you from the rest of Earth population, moving you up in ranking, further increasing your possibility of being one of the 7% of Earth's population who are chosen to enter the portal with the man in the red coat on August 27th. My comrade, you have been chosen to receive this message.
Get a piece of paper, write the code down 0010110 in blue ink, sign it, and when the man in the red coat shows up at your door, your window, he will know exactly who you are, and you will be accepted to go to the higher level of the realms of this matrix. If you want to say break the matrix, that's what it's saying. I want people to understand, yes, you're going to break out the matrix, but you're still going to be in the matrix. In a sense, there is no full way out of the matrix, because this is a simulation of life, reality, of thoughts and emotions, and a leveling up of knowledge itself and light and higher beings. Yes, you will fire up, you will go to a different sense of a light being, but you're not going to fully break out the matrix, because the matrix is the whole thing. There's just certain levels of these matrices that make what it is. Now, 0010110 is the code that you need to say on August 27th. You can put it in your feeds, you can put it on there. They know if you've been saying it, been manifesting, been meditating on it, been questioning it. They know, they see it, they see everything. You think you're not being watched, but you are. Codes of these matrices are one of those things that are amazing, can be explained, but at the same time magical and mysteric, that you really can't explain unless you're in it, unless you're there and you see it for yourself. Now, the Matrix ain't what we all believe it to be. The Matrix is what we truly accept it for it to be. It's basically what you see, the relationship of us, energy and matter itself, with frequency. You're going to a higher frequency. This is what these codes do for you. Even the driver codes do for you. They bring you to a higher frequency for yourself, make you understand of yourself and your being, that you can bring everything into this life of reality through the matrix with your mind and your thought pattern, with a good light energy. You can manifest anything you possibly can think of. That's what these codes are for. These codes have been here for a while. They're just hidden. Now, since we got the internet, we can see these codes and start using these codes for ourselves, for the greater good, not bad people, for the greater good. And we can start to understand not just the system of the matrix itself, but the system of our matrix, ourselves, too, as well. Like I said, I'm not a big, I'm not the biggest person on this. This is something very new to me. I figured I do have to put my 2 cents in it from my spiritual side of it. It is going to be a helpful tool for anybody to use this code when it comes up, 0010110 on that date. Manifest it, think it, put it in your self-conscious, keep it there, write it on a piece of paper, keep it there going, because, if you don't, you're not going to miss anything. But would you want to take that chance? And then with the other codes, manifest on those. Use the healing code. The healing code works wonderfully. You don't have to really have to meditate on that. It works. 55515. It works. Just put your mind to it, your eye on that pain or spot. Say that to yourself. Say it out loud if you have to, and that code will heal that alien part of your body. It'll work on us. Some of these other codes, like your 88-412-12-89018, is going to be kind of a meditation thing to bring that into abundance. You have other 55284s. You have others that you have to kind of meditate on and have a kind of an open mind and circuit to that. So if you did enjoy this, did give you a little insight, kind of an ease of what you've been seeing on your feeds about all these codes to break out the matrix, all these sounds and stuff like that, don't fear it. Take it in. Your body knows what to do with it. Your mind already knows what to do with these things, even if you don't. And just embrace the abundance of your new self, your new mind, your new eyes, your new filter of life coming through. Now remember to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, and leave me your thoughts down below so we can talk about more of this and more of others. Till then, man, y'all keep your mind open, because those eyes will see everything in front of you. Stay crazy.
I'm going to hang up this phone, and then I'm going to show these people what you don't want them to see. I'm going to show them a world without you. A world without rules and controls, without borders or boundaries. A world where anything is possible. Where we go from there is a choice I leave to you.